Morning friends, our next lesson is India events after 1916. India became independent in 1947. India accepted the constitutional framework in 1915 and became a sovereign democratic nation. Indian society is multicultural and people of various languages, religious, ethnicities, and caste live together. We know that India got independence in the year 1947 and India became a republic in the year 1915 January 26. During that time, India was a different country, not depending on any language or any religion. There are many religions are there, many cultures are there in India, and many different language speaking people are there, and caste, religion, everything are various from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So it's very difficult to form a country like India. So during the initial period after independence, India needed to solve different issues of economic and political social development. So therefore, during that time after independence, it was very difficult to solve these issues, especially economical problem, political problem, and we have to develop our society too. The establishment of planning commission and emphasis on industrialization was means to achieve economical development and to eliminate poverty in India. So therefore, we formed an organization that is called the Planning Commission. They are planning still for the next 5 years what we have to do for the development of our nation. So therefore, we introduced industrialization in India, which means many more industries to start in our country, and as well as to eliminate poverty is our main aim. Successful conduct of election and faith in democratic tradition made it possible for us to achieve political stability to stable our politics. Uh, as I already mentioned, India is a democratic nation, so therefore it is very important to maintain a good political condition in our country. Therefore, what we did, we are conducting elections in every after 5 years of smooth and powerful uh, to handle these political affairs. At the same time, several social reforms, including policies and programs for the weaker sections of the society, were sought to be implemented. At the same time, there are many minorities, scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and many other minority people are living in our country. For their development, many programs also planned our leader and implemented. So first we are discussing about what happened from 1960s to 1970. So in the decade of 1960s, several events occurred which had a huge impact on the political situation in India. The regions of Goa, Diu, and Daman were free from Portuguese rule and became the parts of Indian Federation. As we know that all the other except these places, except Goa, Diu, and Daman, except these places, all the places were under the control of British. When India get independence, freedom from the British during that time, these places were under the control of Portuguese and they were not ready to leave. But in the during 1960s, the the Portuguese left the colonies of Goa, Daman, and Diu. So that became a part of the country of India. The tension between India and China on the northern border, which had been rising since 1915. So now we are also facing the same problem from the tension from China. So during that time also, there was a tension between India and China. So that is culminated in the war in the 1962. So that's led a war between India and China in the 1962. This war was fought in the region of the McMahon line. McMahon line, they fought the war during that place. On that place, McMahon line. After India became independence in the 1962, but actually India failed on that war. After India became independent, Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru led the country. Jawaharlal Nehru was the our first prime minister that we know, and he was an architect of India's foreign policy. His contribution to the social and economical development of India is significant. Jawaharlal Nehru passed away in the 1964, and India's foreign policy is actually made by Jawaharlal Nehru, and his contribution is very important in the development of our country after 1960s. In the 1964, he died. And after that, Lal Bahadur Shastri came as India's Prime Minister. And the next Prime Minister of India during this tenure, India and Pakistan went to war over Kashmir issues in the 1967. And after that, in 1965, India faced a war with Pakistan for Kashmir, and the Soviet Union. Now it's a part of Russia. So the Soviet Union tried to mediate between these two countries, and that problem solved there. Lal Bahadur Shastri gave a slogan, Jai Jawan and Jai Kisan, as actually we are giving more prominence to the soldiers and for the farmers. They were very important for our country because India is a agricultural nation, so we must to give more importance to the agricultural society. And then at the same time, we have to give more prominence to the soldiers too, because during that time, India was facing a war with uh, Pakistan. Lal Bahadur Shastri breathed his last at Tashkent in the year 1966. So he was passed away in the year 1966. He was died in 1966.